Hi, this is Roebuck, and I want to thank you for watching this video. Today I'm talking about Forsage and how Forsage X4, the spillover matrix, actually works, and what a lot of people are getting wrong about Forsage. Okay, so I'm on the home page for Forsage. This is their website, and let me scroll down. They have a frequently asked questions section here. And I'm going to go into detail about how X4 works and what I've observed since I've been part of Forsage. Okay, so let me scroll down. They got a lot of questions and answers here. Now this question right here, possible passive income, basically asking, can I make passive income from Forsage? So here's the answer they came up with. Now, you know, the developers of this are Russian, so the English is a little off, but let me go through this and try to put it into better English here. So is passive income possible? And they say yes. Forsage X4 is arranged in such a way that all participants help each other. You can obtain spillovers from upline or downline. However, if you want to make a lot of money, then doing nothing will not work. Okay, there's a lot of people who have gotten involved in Forsage thinking that they can just sit back, not recruit anybody, not bring anybody into the program, and just wait for that spillover money to come raining down on them. Okay, and they're saying right here that if you want to make a lot of money, then you can't just sit back and not do any work. Okay, to provide a passive income in the future, you need to put some effort into attracting new partners and the opening of new platforms, which is really new slots in X3 and X4. Inviting a few active people in your team, you'll be able to earn good money and achieve your goals. How quickly this happens depends entirely upon you. Okay? So basically they're saying, if you want to make the kind of money that you've been seeing people showing their results are making, then you got to go out there and bring people in, build a team inside of Forsage. If you don't do that, you're not going to make a lot of money. You're going to end up making maybe $6, $12, whatever. There's a lot of people coming into Forsage. They end up getting just the bare minimum, the 0.05, where they get slot 1 in X3, slot 1 in X4, and then they sit back after a couple of days. I'm like, man, I've been in this thing for 2 days. I haven't made any money yet. I ain't got no spillover. What happened? Like, here's the thing. I'm going to go into somebody's account, and that's what I like about Forsage. You can go into anyone's account and actually look at their account and what's going on in their account. You can't mess with the account, but you can view the account. So I'm going to go into, I think this is the right number. Let me see. Yeah, this is it. Okay, this ID right here belongs to the top earner in Forsage. He's made over $1.1 million inside Forsage. He has I think he has 2 accounts. Okay, so he has 2 accounts. This is one of his accounts. All right. Okay, so he has invited 1,144 people into Forsage. Now, look at how many people are members of Forsage currently. Over 619,000 people. Okay, over 619,000 people. Now, if you come in Forsage X4 and you just stay here as slot 1, you know what that means? If you're waiting for spillover, that means that you're going to be waiting a long time, because every single member that has joined Forsage so far has slot 1 X in X4. Every single one of us has slot 1, which means you're going to be waiting a very, very, very long time before you see any spillover in X4 slot 1. Okay? Maybe, some people, they decide, okay, I'm going to upgrade to slot 2. Again, I would say that the majority of people who get involved with Forsage has slot 2 also. So again, you're going to be waiting a very long time to get any spillover from slot 2. So checking my phone right quick. Okay, so what a lot of people have been saying is come in at the highest level you can, buy as many slots as you can. That increases your chances of getting spillover. Now, in my example, for myself, I bought all of the slots up to slot 6, and I did get spillover. I've earned almost $300 just from spillover without recruiting anyone, okay? But here's the other part of it. It's been about 3 weeks since I received any spillover, okay? So again, you know, the more people that own these particular slots, the longer you're going to be waiting for a spillover. But there's a way to increase your spillover and get it faster, and I'm going to show you how that's done based on what I've been observing since I've been in Forsage, okay? Now, I'm going to use this account as the example. Again, this guy's brought in over 1,100 people in Forsage. We're not going to worry about X3 right now, but we're just going to concentrate on this X4. And as you can see with this recycle, if you know how Forsage works, he's cycled 255 times just in X1. Slot 1. So he's cycled many times on many of these slots, okay? Now, what is the pattern that you're seeing here with these slots in X4? Okay? If you look at the color of these circles, most of these circles right here correspond with this, partner invited by you, okay? Which basically means that all these circles represent people that he has personally sponsored into Forsage. And those people upgraded. They bought slots 1, 2, they bought all, you know, some of them bought all the way to 12 slots, okay? Some bought 2 slots, some bought 6 slots. He's got 179 people who bought 6 slots, okay? Who bought slot 6, I mean. Now, I can't look at the very beginning of, well, I probably could, but I don't feel like it, but I could look at the very beginning of his account and see exactly where the spillover came from, but I'm just going to use this as a snapshot. So the way Forsage X4 works is that on this first line right here, that spillover goes to his upline, somewhere in his upline, okay? It may not go to his direct upline, it goes to somebody else that's in his upline, okay? So he doesn't get paid on, you know, he doesn't receive commissions on this first line. You only receive commissions on the second line in the first 3 positions here. This 4th position right here, that recycles you back into the slot. So that payment's going to go up to the upline. All right. So that's how that works. Okay. So you're getting paid 3 times in each slot in X4. Okay. But as you can see that he's getting paid on his second line mostly from people he's already sponsored into the program. They're not coming from overflow from up, and they're not coming from bottom overflow. Okay, they're coming from people he has sponsored into the program himself. And I've seen that on other top earners who are inside of Forsage. That's the pattern that I'm seeing, is that the spillover that they're getting on their second line, most of it, the majority of it, is coming from people they've sponsored themselves. So that's how you get a lot of spillover quickly, is by sponsoring people. Plain and simple. Okay. Now he has gotten some bottom overflow here, here, and here. Okay. You can see the different color here. So he's gotten, in this particular scenario, this particular cycle, he's gotten 3 spillovers from bottom overflow. Okay. And that's it. That's it. The rest of it, again, is coming from people that he sponsored himself. Okay. So if you want to make a lot of money in X4, you're going to have to sponsor people. Okay. So when you sponsor people, obviously you're going to make money in X3 and in X4. Okay. So I just want to explain that you can't just sit back and wait for spillover. I see people coming on the Telegram and the Telegram groups and Facebook groups complaining about, being in this for 2 days or a week and they haven't received any spillover, and then you look at their account and they only have slot 1 or slots 1 and 2 in X4, and they're expecting to get all this spillover. It's not going to happen. Well, it will happen, but it's going to be a long time before they see it. Some people do get lucky and maybe get 1 spillover or 2 spillovers, but then they're going to be waiting a while. I got lucky. Okay, I got spillover pretty quickly when I bought all 6 these first 6 slots. Okay, but again, it's been 3 weeks and I have not received any more spillover, and that's because if you want to get more spillover, you got to start bringing people into the platform. So I just want people to be aware that when you get into Forsage, don't get in it expecting to get spillover and not do anything. Treat this like a business. Treat it as a business, okay? You get in and then you start, bringing people into the platform. If you have no intention of sponsoring people into Forsage, I would say don't get started. Okay? Yeah, there are accounts where people only sponsor maybe 2-3 people, but they are making like over 100 grand already. The way they've been able to do that by only sponsoring like 1 or 2 people and making over 100 grand or more, they're all in. They bought all 12 slots in X3 and all 12 slots in X4, or if they're not really actively recruiting, they only got 1 or 2 people, they bought all 12 slots in X4. And they're able to get a lot more spillover because most people are not in these last 3 or 4 slots right here. Slots 9, 10, 11, and 12. Most people aren't at those slots. So you can get a lot of spillover from these slots because there's not that many people there. So, the rotation, however the cycling is done, however it's distributed, the spillover is distributed, most people are not in these slots, so the chances of you getting spillover in these slots are a lot higher. But if you're not all in on X4, if you're only at like 6 or lower, don't expect much spillover at first. Okay? You're going to be waiting a long time. Alright? So, now, if you want to be part of a team where you get training on how to find people, how to recruit people into Forsage, how to build your team and start earning in both X3 and X4 and making similar kind of money like this, click the very first link below this video in the description area. Okay? Again, I want to thank you for watching this video on how the Forsage X4 works. Again, thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.